And here we go. 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 Yes. Back at it like a heroin crack addict. It's your man Ali. Yes. Coming back to you live from the Baltic Moors territory. So super duper excited, right? So wherever you are, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be in this lovely, amazing world, it is definitely indeed a great day. Yes. We so serious and passionate about this way of life, of uplifting ourselves, uplifting each other, right? And so thus we are all uplifting humanity. Let me tell you how passionate we are about this. We're so passionate about this that we turned our way of life into a motivational, loving, life-changing movement. MLLM, right? You know, that's what it's all about. So I know y'all might not be familiar with the Baltic Moors territory. It's in the same, it's right around the same, it's indeed likened to be the same area where they call Baltimore City, right? B More City. It's the Baltic Moors territory, right? I know y'all see that. The ancient northwest of Mexican Empire, right? That's where the Americas was known to be the title name for the the Olmec Ixi Ganawa, the Olmexian Empire, ancient northwest of Mexico. Anyway, this is not what I'm turning this training into geograph what is it? A geography, historical or history lesson, no, or course of study. No. That's not what it's about right now. We're about trying to make people aware about this wealth transfer, right? This financial independence, this right, this sovereignty in what we are in the year that most people say 2021, right? It's about sovereignty. It's about taking your finances in your own hands and building your wealth so that you may leave a legacy for your babies, for your posterity to inherit, right? That's what it's all about. So, yes. And as a Nubian man, right? A Nubian original man, right? Uh, a Shoshone Choctaw, a Mare Amor Incan, right? It's important that we become aware of attaining assets, right? Don't keep on holding the liability. Don't keep on holding cash. The dead presidents, people like to call money, that cash, that fiat, those dead presidents on them greenbacks, right? Don't keep holding that. It's a depreciating asset. It's not holding its value, right? I was going to start off on the foundation and take it there to the home page and let y'all see where you can go, right? Follow the cursor to open up savings accounts, right? Gold saving, silver saving. No, in the partnership with the GSB, the gold standard and blockchain, all your banking needs, right? The partnership where we get paid to save, we get paid to save in these various assets because you open up an account with these different companies. No, I'm not gonna start here. I'm hitting you with with too much information. I'm hitting you too hard with the information. So let me toggle it back a little bit and take it to the gold standard global trade exchange, right? We got our own gold standard trade exchange, y'all, that we have access to, right? But when you decide to partner with the GSB by way of the gold standards partners, right? You're in a gold standard partnership with the gold standard blockchain financial institution, right? That's known as the GSB, right? You're in this partnership with them. And because you're in this partnership and you open up your savings account with them, you're getting paid to save. And you're getting paid, rewarded, I should say. You're getting rewarded for saving in appreciating assets like Bitcoin, like Ethereum. And guess what? When you open up your savings account, as a matter of fact, let me log in here because that's what this training is supposed to be about, right? Letting the people see. That's what it's all about, letting the people see what we have our hands on, what we have access to, right? That's what we need to do. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. We're going to log in right in front of your eyes. And what you will see, oh man, I put the wrong email. I forgot. I'm on a different exchange. This is the actual private side of our GSB partnership. This is the private side, the GSP. So bear with me, y'all. Hit that I'm not a robot. Sign it on in. Two-factor the authentication. Right? See what those magic numbers are to get into the spot. That should do it. And we are in. Here we go. Right? So in your savings account, you have three different wallets. Bitcoin, following the cursor with me, y'all. Ethereum, and of course, our utility, the utility that's like no other, that will be appreciated on the market like no other because it's dealing with the advanced telecommunications in order to have privacy and security with your telecommunications, be that email over the blockchain, be that chat and voice over the blockchain, and yes, even it's going to be video over the blockchain. You need this mighty G9999 or G999, right? That's in the wallet. Okay. So with this partnership, it allows you to save and appreciate in assets instead of holding cash in your wallet, right? Or in your banking or in your financial institution to try to save. No, wrong way. In my opinion, I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your finance. I'm only sharing with you what I'm doing, right? Because it's bringing me value. So it's only right that I'm sharing what I'm holding as value because someone just may hear what makes sense to them, that makes sense to me, and decide to implement it in their everyday life. So when you transfer your depreciating cash, depreciating liability, that is no doubt is an asset, but is a liability asset. Transfer it into assets that are not so much the liability because it's appreciated. It's giving you current, right? These assets are not just it's not going to just stay the face value, stay stagnant the way that cash does. It can only be what the face value says it is, whether it's a 1, a 5, or 10, or 20. It can only be that. It could not be more than just a 1, a 5, a 10, or 20, right? That's the way that asset, that's the way that fiat, that's the way that debt notes, that's the way that those bills work. However, when you transfer it, when you take and redeem your dead presidents, your stagnant cash, when you redeem it into something that has a little bit more currency, a little bit more current in it, when you redeem it for some appreciating assets like the Bitcoin, like the Ethereum, like the G999, over time, you're one because these assets appreciate on the market, on the global economy. Over time, you're one that you transferred into this asset, be it Bitcoin, Ethereum, or G999. Your one will no doubt be able to turn into a 5. Your 5, no doubt, will be able to turn into a 10. Your 10, no doubt, will be able to turn into a 20. Your 20, no doubt, will be able to turn into 50, and so on and so on and so on. Right? It's about incentivizing the people to want to save. That's what alternative forms of currency do. These are alternative forms of currency instead of the traditional form of stagnant cash, assets, or fiat, or debt notes. Cash, what people call these dead presidents, they have many different names that people have called it over the years, right? However, to put it short and sweet, you want to give yourself options, right? And you give yourself options by transferring your depreciating asset, your depreciating cash, your stagnant cash, dead presidents, into appreciating assets like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, like G999, right? This asset is the utility that works on our blockchain, right? This is the utility that works on our blockchain that the gold standard bank has so generously allowed us to also attain and have, that when we transfer, just like any other appreciated, just like Bitcoin and Ethereum, when you transfer these into your portfolio, they're yours. They're yours. They don't belong to someone else. So you're limiting your liability. You're limiting your liability. And for those that know, a liability is not where it is. That's not where it's at. Because that's where the extra unnecessary taxes come into play. Like I said, I'm not no financial advisor. I'm not no tax advisor. I'm just sharing with you what I'm holding as value that has brought value to my finances, my account. I'm sharing with you that you may hear some value that you feel that makes sense and for you to implement it in your everyday life, right? So that's what we are. everyone. We're about the partnership with the GSB, the gold standard blockchain, for all of our financial banking needs through the GS partners. Our partnership comes by way of the GS partners. This partnership is by way of the GS partners that now we in a partnership with the gold standard blockchain bank, or the gold standard bank, the GSB. All right. This is why this is such an awesome day and time to be aware of the wealth transfer that's taking place right now. And we are able to be ahead of the curve. We are able to be ahead of many people who just don't know that right now is the time to attain the various assets that are appreciated on the market, on the global economy. Okay? That's what this is all about. Leveraging, position yourself so that you can, no doubt, be rewarded every day, every month, over and over again, because you're in a leveraged position to be rewarded because you have a savings account that is by way of a partnership with the GSB, the gold standard, in blockchain finances, the gold standard in decentralized financing, right? The gold standard in lifestyle. That's what this is all about, y'all. And so I'm so super duper excited to share this with you all today. I want to also reiterate the fact that on this private side, by being in a partnership, and no doubt you have to be a VIP. Don't just decide to be a partner and save. No, be a VIP. Get this basic or premier VIP package. Basic or premier. Because what happens is you are able to be rewarded for being a VIP with extra G999. When you transfer your Bitcoin or Ethereum into G99 by way of the extraction, by way of this extraction here, right? When you exchange, you're able to do it 3 times in a row, right? It's all right here. You'll be able to, you can read this at your leisure, right? Each time you exchange 99 bucks, 99 worth of Bitcoin or Ethereum, you get a ticket for a drawing of 49,999. You get a ticket each time that you do that, right? However, you're always going to win because these assets, this asset is going to start appreciating on the market like no other, right? And just think for a second. If it's not $1 yet, if it's not worth the value of one, when it becomes the value of one, whatever amount of G999 that you have in your wallet, whatever amount there is, when this asset hits the value of one, that's what your value would be. And if that happens in a short amount of time or a couple years' time, no doubt, just by saving a little bit, For example, myself, just by saving a little bit that I'm saving once a month, let's just say just a couple hundred, or let's just say 100 a month. Because each time you exchange 100, you get 4,999. And just doing that once a month. If it takes 12 months for this asset to be worth one, that's over 6,000 that's in my wallet. And so on. Same thing with this. Same thing with this asset. It's all about appreciating assets, y'all. Right? So I'm just super, super excited to share with you all today and encouraging everyone to open up your free Gold Savers account. I mean, to, to open up your account and become a VIP saver, right? And the reason why I say open up your Gold Savers account, my apologies, because in my mind, I'm doing a couple things. I have a couple accounts, right? I'm also adamant about saving in gold. That's the real money. That's even more valuable than assets like Bitcoin or Ethereum, right? And gold is what stabilizes many markets. So that's going into something else. But here you can open up a free gold savings account with Freebie. Silver, you can open up a free silver account with Silconex. And of course, you can open up a savings account by partnering with the GSB, the gold standard in blockchain finances, right? So, but back to the partnership private side of our gold standard account. When you're here as a VIP, you can exchange your Bitcoin or Ethereum and get rewarded extra G999. And you can read that. You can also get tickets to win 49,999 G99, right? So over here on the private side, you can't exchange to get G99 with nothing less than 100 worth of Bitcoin or Ethereum. On the public side, of our gold standard, you have the gold standard trade exchange. Here, if you want to get G99 for a less amount than 100 worth, if you want to get 25 worth of G99, if you want to get 50 worth of G99, okay, you take your Bitcoin or your Ethereum or your chain link, what they just call link, right? Or your graph, right? Or your USDT or your XLM, right? And you can get G99 on our global public side of the gold standard, right? On the gold standard trade exchange, the global market, right? This is what I'm calling the public side, right? The private side, wow, time is always, jeez. Okay. On the private side, we have the gold standard partnership with the GSB by way of the gold standard partners, right? This is the private side. Over here, it's no less than 100 worth that you can exchange to get G99, right? So being a VIP has its rewards. You don't have to go over to the public side to get your G99. You can stay on the private side and get your G99 in your savings account by being a VIP. If you're not a VIP, you can only basically save your Bitcoin and Ethereum here, right? And bring your G99 over to your private side from your public side of the global exchange, right? So these two work in tandem with each other. The gold standard trade exchange, which is our global trade exchange, right? Where there's various types of assets on the market, on the global market, in this particular, in our exchange, in the gold standard trade exchange. You have these various pairs, right? You have these various pairs to choose from, right? To exchange and get your G99. And you can get your G99 for 25 worth of Bitcoin and exchange it into G99. 50 worth of Bitcoin or 25 or 50 worth of, you can less than 100 worth. You can go get your G99 from the gold standard trade exchange, our global exchange. However, it's always better to get bulk. The more you get at one time, there's always a discount, just like anywhere, right? When you buy the wholesale, when you buy the wholesale on like for retail, when you buy wholesale, you save. Well, in finances and exchanging, right? Dealing with trading and exchanging for finances or for assets on the market. When you exchange in a bulk amount, when you exchange in a bulk amount, you get discounts. You get rewarded extra because you're doing it. And I'm speaking from a standpoint that you are, of course, a VIP, right? A VIP in the gold standard bank partnership or the GSB partnership, right? The GSP or the GS partnership, right? So over here is where you can get your uh, extra G99 when you decide to trade and exchange with 100 at a time, right? This is such a big deal. This is so much value to be able to do it all in one place, right? So that's what the partnership is all about. That's the value in that, right? So if you're if you're hearing this for the first time and someone did not refer you to this, you were referred here by myself, or you came across this YouTube um, video, right? This uh, yes, this YouTube video. You came across this just by happen of circumstance, and you want to open up a partnership savings account with the GSB, right? You can do that by way of partnering, by way of becoming a gold standard partner, right? And you can do that by going to our foundation site, right? pmtmorestoresfoundation.com. And right on the home page, the table of contents, you scroll down until you see PMT Foundation Team Gold Standard Partnership, right? And you click on this G99 Arising. Let's go for more. It's a hyperlink. That hyperlink will take you to, well, I'm logged in right now, so that's what it's doing when I click on it. But anyway, let me log out and show you what happens. Because I'm on this computer, that's what it's going to do, right? If I wasn't on this computer, it would have gone to this page where you could fill out the necessary information, right? Just a little bit of information, and confirm your password and register, and you're in. And then you're on your way to becoming the Rising Black Star or the Rising VIP Gold Saver with Gold Standard Partners, right? So again, I'm so super excited to share with you all tonight this life-changing, loving movement, right? That's about uplifting ourselves. This is what this is all about, y'all. I know a lot of what I'm saying is a lot of information that if it's your first time hearing, it's like, what? This sounds really interesting. Look, it is really interesting. Just learn as you go, right? All your questions will be answered. If you have questions, right, email. You can send an email, right? You go to the About tab. Excuse me. You go to the Contact Us tab, right, and leave a message, right, and leave your email. And if you want to leave your number, you can. And whatever questions you may have, I'm gonna do my best to bring as much clarity as I'm able when I reach back out to you, right? Just leave your information, send in, and I'm definitely going to get back with you to answer your questions. Or also refer some videos to you to watch. Or also you can go to G999main.net, and that's a information page, right? It's an information page. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put this in the chat. Let's see if I can get the chat to work here. Um, don't think I have chat uh, um, activated right now. Nope, I don't have the chat activated. So I was going to say I'll put it in the chat, but I don't have the chat activated. So, but yes, you go to G999main.net and just read all the information there, and read the white paper, right? That is the modern day caveat emptor. That is the white paper is the modern day full disclosure, so that you know everything about what this project is about, what the long term and short term goals are, right? And it's the way to be informed. The only way you can make an informed decision is by getting informed, right? And the way you do that is just by checking something out, reading about it, and then you can make a better decision because now you are informed, right? So, so that's that, right? Reach out. I'm gonna do my best to try to make everything as clear as I'm possibly able to do, right? And so, um, like I said, I didn't have that much time. The alarm already went off, so I'm about to get off of here. Um, I think tomorrow when I get back on for the training, um, I'm only going to really pay close attention to and actually really take take a virtual tour and read everything about the estate trust. And I think what I'm going to do is get on a little earlier because time always gets away. But I'm going to read what each position, right? Your free will offering donation to help the foundation raise funds, what you receive for your free will offering donation, right? Because we don't want you to just offer your help, your support financially, and it's that's it, and you don't know what's going on with the funds that you are giving to help the foundation raise funds. No, the funds are appreciated, and in return, we show this appreciation by offering back to you rewards and perks, right? And I'm going to go over that in detail tomorrow, right? So I'll talk a little bit about the gold standard, but a lot of my time is going to be talking about the estate trust, the PMT Moore Stores Foundation estate trust, okay? And I'm going to go really in detail. I really feel that everyone who pays attention and listens will not be disappointed, right? And we are so happy and really feel honored to share information that is definitely uplifting, right? And no doubt, I'm thinking that I haven't researched or heard of another foundation being, uh, we are the first foundation putting your free will offering donation to work for you, right? Because we reward you a free will offering donation back for your active participation, right? So everything we do, everything is about showing our appreciation because we value your appreciation. And we don't just say thank you, see you next time. No, your patronage and your support is treasured, right? It's treasured. So look at us, the foundation, as your treasury, right? So with that being said, golden people, forward thinking people, I'm so honored and appreciate you all sharing your time and attention, and really looking forward to tomorrow when we jump back on around the same time, no, a little earlier, right? Just look out for the live. If not, we're going to share the premiere again and again and again, right? We're trying to get our numbers up, y'all. So if you find that this is some good value, if you hear good value that's being shared, right? Because that's all we're doing is sharing what we hold as value. And we're not trying to hold it just to ourselves. We want to share it with others because no doubt for those who are paying attentive, right? Listening, and you decide to implement it in your everyday life, the value will be also grown, okay? So Tomorrow, we're going to go really in detail about our estate trust. And we're also going to share with you why we say that we feel that we are about changing people's lives for the better, a lifestyles upgrade, being for of and by one another, just not in the same household, right? And you will see the foundation is definitely about uplifting humanity, uplifting ourselves, uplifting each other. Join us in this motivational, loving, life changing movement. Join us. We so look forward to sharing time with you again soon. All right, everyone, have an outstanding and amazing rest of your afternoon, evening, or great day because you may be anywhere in the world watching this YouTube. Thanks again and see you next time. Peace.